Interstate 80, one of our nation's most vital arteries, carries untold numbers of travelers each day. Its most desolate link is the asphalt ribbon that slices through northern Nevada. At night, inky darkness swallows everything.
What did you call this stretch of road?
The big lonely. Just wide open. There's nothing out here.
For 10 excruciating months, the Carnes brothers of Reno have been crisscrossing Nevada towns and pit stops intersected by I-80, talking to residents, putting up flyers, trying to figure out what happened to their father, Patrick Carnes, and his companion, Lucky. A series of I-Team reports last summer and subsequent media coverage, including the Coast to Coast radio show, generated hundreds of tips from the public. The family recently leased this billboard near the town of Golconda, hoping to keep the Pat Carnes story alive.
We are all still wondering what the heck happened. We're maintaining as best we can.
The family's hopes were buoyed again by recent coverage from America's Most Wanted, which generated a flood of tips into the Humboldt County Sheriff's Office. But according to Under Sheriff Curtis Cull, there is nothing new that looks like a case breaker.
All over the place, everywhere from, I got one that he was on a corner of a intersection in Iowa to, Spring Creek south of Elko.
And the one unsettling theory Cull can't dismiss is that this might be the work of a serial killer or a team of killers.
My gut tells me, yeah, there's two people involved. Just for logistics.
The facts as we know them. Pat Carnes was traveling with his dog, driving from Toledo, Ohio to his home in Reno, but the trip ended 20 miles east of Winnemucca. In mid-April of last year, a local resident spotted Carnes' car sitting in a field at an I-80 off-ramp. It looked like it had been dumped there. There was no sign of violence in the car, no usable prints. Extensive searches by air and land were conducted by law enforcement. Curtis Cull says another extensive survey was just completed a few weeks ago, but no sign was found of Pat Carnes or Lucky. Most chilling is that 5 years earlier, in the same spot off the same highway exit, a car driven by a Reno woman, Judith Casita, was found, abandoned. Casita has never been found either. But in the Carnes case, police have something else, a dash cam video recorded by an NHP trooper who was about to cite a trucker when Carnes drove past the night before. The trooper pursued Carnes and pulled him over 6 miles east of Wells. Carnes remarked that he'd been traveling in tandem with a trucker.
I'm only following him because he's going to Elko.
I'm only following him because he's going to Elko. And the him that we figure is the truck that he's directly behind.
Cull has followed hundreds of leads about the possible identity of the truck or the logo on the trailer. None have panned out so far. The family suspects Pat Carnes might have been befriended along his route by a trucker, maybe even a husband and wife, and that the duo is involved in his disappearance. The Carnes family has enlisted the help of a psychic, but she came up with no usable leads. They have a hunch that the people responsible live near I-80.
We think it's local, 50 miles of where he found his car.